Welcome back to the Coffee Bytes with DevOps Micro Podcast. I'm your host, Swami K, coming at you with episode 11. Hamilton and her code, the hidden moon heroes? As you know, I love using the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, as a metaphor to break down complex ideas. But let me tell you, today's episode doesn't need an infinity stone to make a massive impact. Let's dive in. Let's rewind to 1961, when JFK was our real-life Nick Fury, assembling a team for a mission that was out of this world. Literally. His challenge? Send an astronaut to the moon and bring him back safe and sound before the decade was up. But Houston, we had a problem. NASA needed someone to code the onboard flight software. In walked our Iron Woman of the day, Margaret Hamilton. She didn't just accept the mission, she owned it. Our hero recalls. Adventure and new ideas were as common as Jarvis in Stark's lab. Everyone brought their A game, just like the Avengers, with mutual respect being the name of the game. Being tasked with the unknown, like trying to decode the Tesseract, NASA's top brass gave her and her team total freedom and trust. And just like Cap finding his way in the modern world, they had no choice but to become pioneers. Hamilton didn't just build software, she built a legacy. She even coined the term software engineering. She also invented priority displays, kind of like Stark's suit warnings, giving astronauts real-time information. She devised a system for quality assurance, debugging, testing, and integration. Man, she was ahead of her time. In a twist straight out of an MCU third act, the Apollo 11's guidance computer was overloaded during the historic mission. But thanks to the high-trust environment at NASA and Hamilton's genius foresight, the software could be manually overridden. This allowed our Neil Armstrong to step in, akin to Iron Man taking control of the Stark tech, and manually pilot the lunar module. And the rest is history. Armstrong did his moonwalk, and humanity took a technological leap, thanks to Hamilton and her team's software wizardry. Imagine if NASA didn't have that high-trust environment? Our story might have ended like Infinity War rather than Endgame. And that's a wrap for today's Coffee Bytes with DevOps, episode 11. As always, this podcast was brought to you by Swami K, your friendly neighborhood DevOps guru, and narrated by the charming Andrew. But before we go, I have a question for you. How can we use the lessons from Margaret Hamilton and her team in our current tech environment? Remember, your thoughts might be the infinity stone someone else needs. So don't be shy, share your thoughts. Until the next time when we brew another fresh cup of tech wisdom.